Zelda Majora's Mask is possibly the darkest and creepiest Zelda, but how similar is it to a family sitcom? Very actually, but I won't tell you why, because I don't do theory videos, I make reviews/recaps. The game starts with Link, the guy from all the Zelda game, riding his horse. How did he get the horse? How did he get his stuff? What is he doing here? No idea actually, we don't know. There's no such thing as Majora's Mask the prequel or Majora's Mask Origins. These two drunk fairies bump into Link's horse and he falls off. This guy shows up and steals Link's ocarina, but he's been robbed so many times he doesn't even care anymore. But then he also steals his horse. Link just stands there for a couple of seconds wondering if it's really worth it, but then decides to follow. Okay, I was only joking, I was going to give you your horse, then it kinda disappeared. Now you might want to sue me. Well, you can't sue me if you're dead! That didn't go right. Tuttle? Oh, I was tying my shoes, you fucking arseholes. So this is, yeah. Anyways, I'm Tuttle, I'm a male fairy, and I don't mean that as a derogatory term from homosexual, because if you haven't noticed, I'm quite literally a fairy. Now open the door. Oh, don't look at me like that! I don't know the guy. 5 hours ago, Tal calls me and he's like, let's go out! I know a guy! He's hilarious! To no one's surprise, he's a fucking wanker. And now we're here. Two decide to follow and they come across this human? Question mark? Hi, I'm a mask salesman, but I also sell less legal stuff, which is why I live in a clock tower. Did you see that guy with the mask? Yeah, it was mine. Super powerful demon. Anyway, I can turn you back into your normal self if you get your ocarina back. But I'm leaving in 3 days. Termina is pushing towards legalization and there is just no money in masks. They have to do a bunch of shit and it takes an entire day, but Link and Tuttle finally goes to the observatory. The sky is supposedly weird and they have to check it out. See that giant thing above us? In 3 days I'm gonna use it to cause a mass extinction. Can't sue me if the world's been destroyed. Well, he's not wrong. Got a problem with that? I'm at the clock tower. Come at me, bro. They need that ocarina because it can teleport people and they really want to get out of there. So 2 days later the clock tower opens and they can go in. Well, hello. Tuttle, he's completely lost it. Oh, really? You need to bring swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. I'd say you got about 11 minutes. We need that ocarina. Then say please. Please give us the ocarina, Skull Kid. We really need it. No! Give us the ocarina, you fucking wankstain! Okay, jeez, calm down. Here's the problem. Link just got this magical ocarina and has no idea how to actually play any magical songs. Really? Oh, you fucking twat. How's it going? Mind your own fucking business. Don't you have a world to destroy? I can't, it says personnel blocking the site. Are you dense? And Link finally gets it right. They now travel back in time. That is Majora's Mask's amazing time traveling mechanic. You have 3 days to actually do stuff, then everything resets. But they got the ocarina, so they go back to the mask salesman. Wow, that was fast. Was he standing outside and just gave it to you or what? Okay, anyways. This is the Song of Healing. Listen, if you're stuck anywhere in this game, just play the Song of Healing. Works like 90% of the time. Now Link and Tuttle has to travel to the swamp to help them out with stuff. Let's not go to the swamp. Do you have any idea how mosquitoes are for me? Let's go to the ocean. They want to go to the ocean, but they can't because there's a wall blocking their way. They need the horse to just fucking climb it. Okay, whatever then. They find this dying guy washed up on the beach. Link feels bad for the guy, so he plays the Song of Healing. Doesn't heal him, kinda finishes the job to be honest. So Link is now a killer. But when he dies he becomes a mask, and when Link puts the mask on, he's now a fishman. Yeah. He goes to the fish city and there's going to be a concert. But the singer, who is an unprofessional diva, doesn't want to do it. To be fair, her children's been kidnapped. Well, eggs to be more precise, but where are they? The pirate fortress. Link sneaks in. This is a sneaking part. You aren't allowed to be discovered. This mini-boss shows up and you have to fight her. But then she has a heart attack. McDonald Miller contacts Link. Pirates are actually working for the Patriots. Tuttle is a triple agent because Majora is going to use the Metal Gears for domination. Tuttle proves Miller was actually Dark Link the entire time, but Sheik is working for the Soviets. Metal Gear! Metal Gear! And Malon dies. But now they have all the eggs. They put them in some water and they become musical notes. What? A bunch of shit happens. And now we are ready to fight the first boss. Well, yeah, first boss. Hi. Hello. Let's not fight. I win because I don't have to die, you win because I'm awful, the worst Zelda boss ever. It's annoying to fight. Seems fair. Every time you beat a boss, you free a giant. They are going to help you in the Skull Kid Majora fight.
Okay, so just play and we will come and help. But you have to beat the bosses first, because they block our path, you know?
That makes no fucking sense. We reverse time, the bosses will come back.
Yeah, but we'll ignore them that time.
What? Why?
Well, if you have any more questions, go to our website or ask us on Twitter. Bye.
And then they go back in time. Now they have to go to the swamp. Let's go to the mountains. They can't because they need a bow. Just fucking climb it. In the mountains there's a Goron city. Bonjour, check out our cave. So they go to the cave. Here's where they get a glass that allows Link to see dead people. Hello, I am Darame le Troisième. I used to be a warrior, but then I died when a bucket of grey paint. I mean, I died in battle. What did I say? Nothing. You heard nothing. Follow me to my grave. Link can now become a Goron. This also means he can enter the Goron Shrine, which is a place in the Goron city. There's a crying kid in here. How do we shut him up? You first find the Grand Elder and he teaches you a lullaby, so now you know what to do.
I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really want. Sick, if you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends.
A bunch of shit happens and now we get to fight the boss. It's a bull and he doesn't really fight back. It's a very easy boss, very fun though. Anyway, if you want to ask us anything else, you have to do that on our Twitter. Stop avoiding the question. You should be following us anyways on Twitter, because we like to have fun with it. Like every Sunday we have the giant meme of the week. It's a lot of fun. Oh, for fuck's sake. So you just killed the bull? Yeah. Did it fight back or... Kill it, Link! Kill it! Well, no, not really. So you killed a defenseless animal close to extinction. That's a federal offense. Yeah, well, Link, play the song! Now they might want to go to the canyons, but they can't. Kilian's right, we can't climb this. I guess we have to go to the swamp. So they go to the swamp and the first thing you do is rescue this witch from a bunch of monkeys. When you rescue her life, you get a bottle. Yes, a life for a bottle. To be honest, I've never met a glassmaker in any of the Zelda games, so I'm pretty sure this is a luxury item. The monkeys tell you, "Hello, our friend is being held captive in the Deku Palace. Please help him." So they go to the Deku Palace. There's an innocent monkey framed for a crime he didn't commit. And the only person who can prove he's innocent is a Deku lawyer from Deku, New York, who is putting his entire career at risk just to save this innocent monkey. The other monkeys tell Link and Tuttle to sneak around the palace to talk with the innocent monkey. "I didn't kill the king's daughter. She's in the temple. You have to help me." Man, that sucks. Of course we'll help you. Listen, I want to care less, I really do. But that's fucking impossible. Now, how do we get into the temple? You have to play a song. So they go to this place and play the song and the temple appears. I've done this one so many times. Oh, I don't feel... So Link plays Song of Healing and everything just works itself out. Yeah, great. Fantastic. They now have the Deku Princess and Link wants to return her, but Tuttle says no. Why? When we go back in time, the monkey is still going to be hanging there. Link agrees that Tuttle makes a dark but compelling point. So they go back in time. Now they can finally go to the canyon. Well, not really. First they need to raise this 10-meter tall skeleton monster. But Link lets him win because, you know, 10-meter tall skeleton monster! He tells you to go see the king. We have this temple that's been taken over by giant worms. We designed the temple so it would take several people to enter it. Big design flaw. I created this song that creates creepy statues of oneself. Why creepy? Well, it was high school and I was really into Tim Burton. So Link goes to the stone temple and does stuff. He gets the light arrows. I would just like to point out that in Ocarina of Time you get the light arrows because you return the sages, and they say it's a weapon granted to the chosen one to defeat evil. And here it's just some guy who's like, hey bro, wanna have light arrows? Go, have fun. And they're even more powerful than the ones in Ocarina of Time. I'm saying Zelda was talking shit. You also get the giant's mask, which can turn you into a giant. Then you use that giant's mask to become giant and kill the giant worms. So I log into Twitter, right? And I check my Twitter feed and it says, the giant cake is a lie! Get it? I give up. They are only 3 days from facing Skull Kid Majora, whatever it's called. But Link is sad because of the monkey. Link, this is the time traveler's dilemma. Just because we know the future doesn't give us the right to meddle with it. We are not above the rest because of our precognition. The Deku King wants the monkey boiled, and Clara, that's what what the fuck am I talking about? You have a master that turns you into a giant. Who gives a flying fuck what the Deku King wants? They only have to wait 60 more hours. Well, hello! Turtle? Yeah, fuck off, Tal. Skull Kid, we're here to kick your arse. How did you get your ocarina back? That's witchcraft. I'm out. I did not sign up for this. I'm out. No, you're not. We didn't do all that for nothing. You will destroy Earth, or I will strangle you with your own intestines. Okay, fine. Link calls for the giants and they show up and they stop the moon from falling towards the Earth. The mask drops Skull Kid, then flies up. They decide to go after it because it's not like they have anything better to do. They meet Child Majora. He's like, the reason I'm mean was because my father beat me a lot when I was a kid, and now I'm gonna beat you a lot. So here's the last boss and Link faints. You're awake. Okay, so you got KO'd, I tagged in, kicked his arse, then he turned into a giant and ate me, and well... So he's dead, Skull Kid's also dead. He OD'd later that night. The game ends with Tal deciding to stay in Termina, while Link and Turtle sell all their stuff and move to an apartment in Kokiri Forest, Hyrule. And like that, I've set up for a sequel if I want to make one. And that is the Kilian experience. So that was that. If you liked the video, consider liking it on the YouTube, and next time will probably be Dark Souls, if it's not too annoying, tedious to record it. This week's salad is tuna salad and it's awful, and I think I have disappointed my ancestors. I didn't think that was possible.